All right.
That's the delay.
So are we live? Yes. How come we can't hear any sound in our headsets?
See, we're working out bugs,
All right.
folks.
I got his sound, but my sound is not there. Anyway,
But
hey, we're at Live Out Loud. This is our very first podcast right here from this new studio. And, of course, let me introduce who we are. I'm Scott, and this is Gary.
Hi.
Hi,
Scott.
Hey, Gary.
Nice to meet you.
And Live Out Loud is exactly what it says. It means we're all about living out loud. Now, when we talk about this, we're talking about living out loud in recovery. How do you live out loud in recovery? How do you go out and have a good time without alcohol and drugs? How do you turn your life around and find meaning and find other things to do? That's what we're here to talk about. We're not here to give treatment. We're not here to therapize anybody online, although we'll give it a shot, I guess.
But we're here to show you how to have fun without using.
That's right. That's right. And the amazing thing is that there's 90% of the world out there who actually do know how to go out and have fun without alcohol, without drugs, without getting in trouble. There are so much to do. Of course, we know about music. And listen, we're down in South Florida. We got the beaches. And no matter where you're listening from, there's always something you can be doing. And that's what we're all about. Right, Gary?
Right. It's not just all about being down here in the tropics and having alcohol all over the place and having drugs come up to you on the street, and you can avoid all that and still have that time of your life.
Absolutely.
It's beautiful down here.
Now, I've been working in treatment for quite a few years. I've also done some television radio in the past. I'm from up in New York, Syracuse, New York. Spent a lot of time living in Jersey. Came down here, of course, met my good friend Gary, who is one of those lifelong musicians, right?
Lifelong musician since 6 years old.
Since 6 years old.
Since 6 years old.
Yeah. You're original member of what? Zeppelin?
Well, the Beatles kicked me out once I wouldn't change my hairstyle.
That's right.
It was way too long.
And then he moved on, and for a while, you may not know, it was actually Simon and Garfunkel and Gary, but they got rid of you before the first album came out.
You know what it was? It was my hair. Again, my hair. But they wanted it on my face. It just doesn't grow.
So anyway, Gary and I, we work.
They'd have loved you, though.
They loved me?
They would have loved you, growing the hair on that face.
Yeah, I know. My beard's all messed up, though. People are watching, by the way, the beard. I went someplace, got a really bad beard cut. There is such a thing as a beard cut.
And once again, he had it since he was 6.
I had it. No, that's true. That's true. I was born this way, actually. But anyway, we're here at Treatment Alternatives in Boca Raton, Florida, a premier alcohol and drug rehab center. They have a studio for us, and we work closely with them. We work closely with the clients and the staff here. Incredible place. If you or somebody you care about really need some help, and maybe you just want some information, you can call Treatment Alternatives at 877-977-9219. But for us, we're coming to you right now on Facebook Live on the Treatment Alternatives site. This is going to be recorded. We're going to be playing this back in multiple settings as we move forward. We have to introduce our producer and our director, don't we?
Yeah, you can't see her, though, but she's right over there.
That's
Well, that's not her real voice either.
We affectionately call her the Smurf, but it is Deanna, our producer, director, and really just all things geeky comes over from that side of the room. So that's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen, and we want to take your suggestions. If you want to contact us on Facebook Live, we're going to have a lot more information about our show as we move forward. But for now, let's start talking about some really cool things that have been going on in the area and let's start with the music scene. A lot of people don't realize in recovery, music can be a huge piece. And going out and seeing bands, there's more local talent down here than people can even possibly imagine, right?
Oh, the festivals all over the place, so you don't necessarily have to go to a bar to hear a live band. There are festivals all over the place. There's street parties, all kinds of concerts.
Yeah, and you may as well. You perform in a few bands.
I perform in a few bands. I perform in the Long Run. I perform in the Wolfpack Band, Brass Evolution. You can see all these bands. They're on. You can go to their websites. You can go to their Facebook pages. Go see them. The Long Run is an Eagles tribute, and we play all over the area. Brass Evolution is a horn band. It's all horns, and the Wolfpack, they do a tribute to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Now I've had a chance to see all of them except for the one the horny guys. What are they called?
Brass. Well, they're called horny guys, but
the
they are Brass Evolution.
The Brass Evolution. All right. All right. And again, these are the kind of things you could be out doing. Music is such a huge part of not just living in recovery, but enjoying life in general. You know, I mean, let's think about it. We all kind of have that go-to music. You know, some people it's put it on when they're cooking and dance around the kitchen. Some people it's out on a date and you put the music on and it creates a romantic mood. Some people it's driving in the car and you really want to do some headbanging, you know, stuff like that.
Keeps you awake, too.
There's always something. Music has played an important part in everybody's lives. And if you could find those kind of pieces of music, those genres, those artists that light you up inside, it's better than any drink or drug out there. It's better than any high or drunk that you could find.
It emphasizes your mood. If you're happy, if you're sad, if you're excited, if you're tired.
Yeah.
You know, if you're tired and I mean, what's the best thing to do when you're driving? Is open the windows, put on some music, let it blare.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't open you don't close the window, turn up the heat and put on talk radio.
Right.
You know, unless
Not
it's
when you're
LOL.
tired.
Unless it's us. I mean, then it's fine cuz we'll keep you awake, you know? We'll just keep slapping you until you're awake, all right? But
Of course, the best thing to do is to pull over and put on some somber music and just take a little nap and then get back on the road.
yeah, well, that's
I said that in my somber voice.
that was very somber.
It was very somber. I didn't put you to sleep, did I? Wake up!
So with all the music that you do and all the music you've been around, what lights you up?
Well, I'm a classic rock and roll kind of guy.
Oh, you know what? Nobody would ever guess that from the hair.
Well, that's what you have. That's what you have. I'm a child of the '70s, and it won't go away. It
Yeah?
just won't go away. No matter how hard I push on the hip hop, it just won't go away.
You push on the hip hop,
I push that hip hop on and say, "Change me, change me, change me." It just won't work.
right?
So I'm a child of the '70s. Classic rock and roll does it for me. The Beatles, that's all for me. Zeppelin, that's the kind of guy I am.
Yeah, I don't see you with the hip hop. I don't see you driving along, turning on what do you call it, the 80-cent guy or whatever.
No.
It used to be 50 cent, but inflation.
If you pull up next to my car, you won't hear anything. The car won't be going.
Wait a minute. That's because you drive a Prius. And a Prius goes ding, 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 ding.
Oh, yeah, the Prius. But it's a great Prius, and the horn goes.
No.
I put a train horn in it.
You.
They love it. See a little Prius, they laugh at me, and then and then their paint peels.
Yeah. But in all seriousness, not that actually applies here. We all have that kind of go-to.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe it's a go-to genre, a go-to band, or a go-to. But is there a go-to song? And I want people to think about this listening at home. Is there that go-to song when you're having a bad day, you're driving along, and the kids got you mad, and you're fighting with your spouse, and the bills are due, and your boss has got you mad, and you're driving along, but that song comes on, and no matter what mood you're in, just for those few moments, you're transformed. You're transformed while that song is playing. You're singing along, and you actually feel free. You feel joy for a few moments. Mm-hmm. Of course, as soon as the song's over and the mattress commercial comes on, you're pissed off again. But
that's
you
when I
are
get tired.
transformed for a moment. Mm-hmm. You know, and usually it's not the cool songs; it's the guilty pleasure songs. You know what I'm saying?
In some cases, because I know what's coming. I know what's coming.
You know?
I know what's coming.
Well, before I share mine, I want to hear yours. What is the guilty pleasure song that no matter what mood you're in, it lights you up and you can't help but feel good?
Well, at this point, it is "Song for America" by Kansas. That just lights me up.
Great. I don't know that one.
"Song for America."
Deanna, you know that one? No, Smurf doesn't know it. I don't know it. What?
You know it, don't you? You're looking at the screen and
They're
you're
all
going,
Googling it right
"Song
now.
for America." Yeah,
They're all Googling it. Nobody knows what the hell
Song
that
for
is.
America. But once you Google it and once you listen to it, it will be your song.
Oh, I know. My country, 'tis of thee.
Close.
Right? Is that it?
No.
Oh, say can you see?
The first word of the song is virgin.
Well, that's a good start.
Virgin land of forest green, dark and stormy plains, you are life abound. I feel good already.
You know, before we agreed to do this show, I had no idea how weird Gary was. So,
Oh, no, he knew. He knew. As
I
a matter
knew,
of
I
fact,
knew.
that's why.
Okay, Song for America. I will tell you my guilty pleasure song.
Before he tells
I do
you,
this.
he says that I'm weird. Okay. Please, take it away. Tell him your guilty pleasure song.
My guilty pleasure song, I'm having a bad time, and this song comes on. Now, I don't purposely go out of my way to play this song, but for some reason, this song always seems to pop up in my life at the opportune moment. It's called Barbie Girl.
You see what I mean?
You know, I can't help it. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. You know, and and there's something about this song. It's the dumbest song. I forgot who does it. I think it's Aqua. Is that the name of it? Aqua is the name of the band. You know, and it's I'm a Barbie girl, and it's just something about the song that always makes me smile and giggle and feel good.
And it's something about that song that makes me smile, giggle, and feel good. I think it's the memory of when you did it with the clients.
All right, I did perform it once.
So I guess that could be my feel-good song. I just close my eyes and see you up there with the clients singing.
I could not, you know, I was so excited, actually. I missed 90% of the words because I was so full of, you know, well, I'm always full of myself, but I was full of joy, too. The dopamine was flowing.
It was leaking out of his ears. You should have seen it.
And I challenge anybody out there, if you don't have a go-to song, then I suggest you pick up any Beach Boys album, the greatest hits of the Beach Boys. And you listen to songs like Good Vibration and Wouldn't It Be Nice and Fun, Fun, Fun. And you listen to these songs, and I don't care what genre of music you're from. If you're not feeling something, then then you're dead inside. But you should feel something.
Put on Good Day Sunshine.
The Beatles.
The Beatles.
Yeah, absolutely. So find your song. And people, when we're talking about Live Out Loud, we're talking about really living life to the fullest and use these things. People are always looking for something exciting. I want to jump out of an airplane. I want to wrestle an alligator. I want to, do this, ride motorcycles at 1,000,000 miles an hour. I want to do all these things. Sometimes it's the simplest things in the world that light us up the most. And next time you're home and you decide you're going to cook dinner, whether it's coq au vin or ramen noodles.
Or a corn dog.
Or a corn dog.
Even a corn dog.
Nobody cooks corn dogs.
Oh, that microwave. Pop that baby in a microwave. It's done.
Are you kidding me? Really? Corn dogs?
But you got to find a really short song.
Yeah, it's because you only got 28 seconds. Put some music on in your house. Turn the TV off for a little bit. Go back to the old stereo system. Maybe the hi-fi.
Yeah,
that's not Wi-Fi, people. That's hi-fi. That's what that was called.
Baby, blast it.
Yeah. If you're really old school, put it on in mono.
High fidelity.
High fidelity.
High fidelity for all you young ones out there.
Put it on and blast it. And dance around the kitchen and cook. Just let loose. Enjoy yourself. Most of the things that you need in your life, most of the things that you want to feel in your life, most of the excitement you're going to find in your life is stuff that is born from within you. All you got to do is unleash it. It's already there. You just got to unleash it. Music has a great way of doing that. Now, every show we do is not going to be about music. There's so much to do. I mean, we're down here in South Florida, Gary.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the beach. You got music. You got the beach.
Yeah. Palm trees.
I'm sorry. You also have Alzheimer's down there. Did I say beach yet? There's everything. But you know what? You're not going to find it in a bag of dope. You're not going to find it in a bottle. You're not going to find it in a needle. You're not going to find it in a pill. You're going to find it inside of you. And when you start letting that stuff out, the friendships you make, the relationships you're going to have, the life that you're going to have is just going to be spectacular. I don't live in a mansion. I know you don't, Gary.
Nope.
I don't drive fancy cars. Gary drives a Prius, hardly even classifies as a car.
But that makes me feel good. It's my fourth Prius, folks.
But we're two of the happiest sons of guns you're ever going to meet in your life because we embrace everything we got and we go out there and we live it. We got great women in our lives. We got great families behind us. But it's because we're willing to go out there and just live.
And we have great friends. We don't want to leave our friends for a false friend that you can put in your arm or pour down your throat. That's a false friend. And we found that the good feelings that we have and that we're able to share are coming alive again. with the clients that we have, all of a sudden are seeing the difference between that short amount of joy and then the downfall from it, where when they're here, they're clean for a little while, and then they open up and they see life. That's what I found here. They're opening up their eyes again and seeing life, and their brains are actually working again, and they're seeing the joy that life can bring.
Absolutely. That's well said.
It's really incredible.
Did you practice that?
No, I have it written on my pants here.
That's well, good. I was wondering why you kept looking down. That was starting to bother me. Anyway, seriously, if you, I want to repeat this because this is very important. If you or someone you care about is suffering with addiction and you want some answers, you want some help, even just to talk to somebody who understands, call our friends over at Treatment Alternatives at TA. Give them a call, 877-977-9219. That's 877-977-9219. We're going to be coming at you a couple times a week right here on Live Out Loud Podcast. You're going to be able to find us very shortly. We're going to be coming to you from several different directions, YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever we can find space, we're going to be there because we believe everybody has an opportunity and deserves the opportunity to live out loud.
We want to reach out to you. We want to open up your eyes to the real world and what the real world has to offer and what your mind can put out without any kind of stimulate.
I feel like there should be more after that.
No, without any kind of stimulate.
It kind of ended like very awkwardly.
Well, my batteries are starting to run down.
Did the mic go out? What happened? Hello, is this working?
I'll have to see that later and just say any kind of stimulant.
Oh my!
Yeah, we're gonna.
Oh my!
Oh my! All right. So that's this is just our test run, ladies and gentlemen. We started this show with about 3.5 minutes of just a blank screen, and then we did come on. And we weren't sure the mics were working, so I'm not sure what exactly we did say. And then we did finally get a chance to talk and get to know you guys a little bit. But what I will tell you is that I'm Scott and this is Gary, and we want to be your friends in recovery. But more important than that, we want to help you live your best life out loud, right, Gary?
Yeah, there's a huge amount of care here, and that's what. Some of the clients have been telling me is that they realize that the staff here and everybody here really cares, and that's something that they haven't seen. Now there are other treatment centers around, and I'm sure that they all care, but there's something about the atmosphere when you really care about somebody and how they gravitate to you because you care,
Yeah.
It just
absolutely.
It's not just rewarding. It's fulfilling.
It is. It's fulfilling to see the interaction. It's fulfilling to see the change in people. Let me tell you something. We're talking about Live Out Loud. Many people might not know this, but addicts are the most amazing people on the planet. They are dealing with an addiction that sole purpose is just to kill them. To kill them and punish those around them.
Yeah.
Most people will die with this affliction. Most people will give in and give up. But when you find people who are seeking recovery and who are fighting for it, and who are fighting every urge in their body to go out and do the wrong thing, and all they want is to try to do the right thing. When those people start to conquer this, when these people start to embrace recovery, they are the most miraculous people in the world because they have more gratitude, more kindness, more love in their hearts than most people would ever even think possible. Yeah. And it's such a miracle, and it's so cool to watch that every day. It's so cool to see somebody who just went from adrenaline junkie and heroin junkie and thief and liar and abuser and all these other things, to have them come up to you and say, you know what? I saw the most beautiful sunrise today and it made me cry.
Yeah.
those are the moments that are miraculous, and those are the moments that we're talking about really living your real life and going out there and really embracing every moment. Here at TA, they work on that. That's what the core is. The core is not just about what you're putting down. It's about what you're picking up. It's about the life that you're going to pick up. It's about reconnecting with yourself.
Right. It is living out loud. It's not just the recovery talks and the lectures and the classes and the things that need to be said and need to be done and need to go through, but it's also the music program, and it's also the theatrical program, and it's also letting the clients speak out and find out what it was that was bothering them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And relating. The biggest thing about what we're doing here is relating to the client and letting them relate to us.
Well, yeah, everybody's different.
Yeah.
And we how can I help somebody if I don't know what they're all about? How can you help somebody unless you know who they are? Mm-hmm. There is no cookie cutter approach to treatment. There's no cookie cutter approach to life in general. You know, one man's pleasure is another man's pain. You don't know what people need. We got to find out who they are, what it's all about them, listen to them, and then try to give them what they need to enhance that piece of them that really wants to survive and live out loud.
Living out loud. Just finding the excitement in life without having to add something to substitute what living is all about.
Absolutely. How long have we been going on this show now?
I don't know, because we started like 10 minutes.
That's the voice. That's the voice.
So yeah, that's our producer. I'm asking because we've been now we're about 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes into our premiere episode, and so it's our 25th anniversary. I go by minutes.
By minutes.
I go by. No, listen. By the third show, we're going to be on our 1,000th anniversary.
He likes to celebrate all the time.
I really like to celebrate. I celebrate everything. I celebrate life. I celebrate love. I celebrate my family. I celebrate my friends. I celebrate everything.
And celebrate being here.
I celebrate being here.
Every breath. Celebrate every breath.
Every breath. I celebrate when the Eagles win. I got to throw an Eagles thing out there.
He's got it all over the place.
My friends in Jersey and up in Philadelphia, God bless you all. I'm just saying. My people. By the way, we're going to be, like I said before, coming to you about 2 to 3 times a week. We're going to come up with some times and dates. We're gonna explode this thing out. We also have some other shows going on. We're going to have some special guests all the time. We got a couple other things, projects that we're going to be rolling out. So pay attention to what's going on over at Treatment Alternatives. Pay attention to what's going on at Live Out Loud Podcast. Send your suggestions. You could send. We're going to have our Facebook page up very shortly. We're going to have a lot of things going on. We want your suggestions. We want your help. We want to take your phone calls. We want to bring you in. If you got a special talent, if you've got something that you want to share with us here on Live Out Loud, we want to have you on the show.
Yeah, we'd love to have you here. There are so many people that care. There are so many people that care. There are people that see these clients as addicts and kind of want to wash their hands, but they're wonderful, wonderful people. I mean, you get past that cover, that they've been living under for so long. There's some wonderful, wonderful people that have just been down the wrong road, and the doors have opened up to another road, and they're being welcomed to it. And there are so many people out there. We had a little message that went out. We needed guitars, and there are people that were
that was
flooding
incredible.
the place with guitars and keyboards and microphone stands, and we have a whole music setup now because of the people that did care, that came in, brought guitars, and even performed.
Well, and that's, Gary, had a big win when he went out there and he did that. He kind of blew it because I asked him with that kind of success, go out and ask for $1 million. He didn't get it.
I got a lot of checks, but they didn't. I couldn't cash them.
That was for me, though. That was personal. I've worked hard. I want $1 million, all right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I want
But
to live. I want to live out louder. Cha-ching! All right. All right. Once again, if you or someone you love needs help, call Treatment Alternatives right here, 877-977-9219. Keep watching, keep listening for future Live Out Loud broadcasts coming to you.
You know, Scott is a funny guy.
I really am.
So tune in, just you know, to brighten up your spirits a little bit. He is a very funny guy.
I want to, if you're out there listening, thanks for enjoying our first podcast. And again, just the number one. We're just getting our feet going. We're going to fix any technical glitches that we have. We're going to be back to you in just another day or two. We're going to give you some information very shortly about our Facebook page and all the other locations where you could see Live Out Loud. We also have T-shirts and other things that we're going to have for you guys. So make sure you stick around, stay tuned, and keep watching out for Scott and Gary right here at Live Out Loud Radio.
Live out loud.